On this episode of Liza Pattison's Best of California.
Liza Pattison's Best of California is Pat Pattison's Best of California. What's going on here?
On this episode of Liza Pattison's Best of California.
I didn't get a call for today's call sheet. What's going on?
We're going to go to the best wineries in the Central Coast.
Oh, wineries, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go?
We're going to go to Riverbench Winery, to Sanford Winery.
How about I do Rancho Sisquoc up in Santa Maria?
Okay, that's a good one. And I also made all the reservations for all the best places to eat in between.
Orcutt?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, this is a good idea. I confess. But next time, tell me, would you?
Okay.
Let's go. You're paying for gas.
All right.
I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California.
Hi, this is Liza with the Best of California. I'm here at Riverbench Winery with Grant Harmson. He is the tasting room director. Now, tell me about that awesome job.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for coming by today. I get the privilege of sharing all the great wines that we craft here at Riverbench with our guests. Coming here from some of the local communities like Santa Maria, Orcutt, Los Olivos, Santa Barbara, but also with folks that fly in from across the country and even from all corners of the world. So it's a lot of fun getting to share our story with everyone that shows up.
And what is one of your favorite wines, kind of the wine you push towards people that are coming out of the country?
Absolutely. So great question. We actually have a really unique variety in the vineyard called Pinot Meunier. And we were the first winery to plant that here in Santa Barbara County back in 2014. And so that's something I love to share with guests because you can't find it everywhere.
Tell us a little bit about the building behind us.
Yeah, so this beautiful building that now houses our tasting room and our offices was built in 1926 and 27, so a very early craftsman style home. And it was originally part of the 300-acre dairy ranch that was run here. Very common for most of Santa Maria Valley was a lot of old dairy ranching. And in 1973, the dairy ranch was converted to a vineyard. So we were one of the first 5 vineyards here in Santa Maria Valley, a very historical property. And now we've got about 60 acres of vines today.
All right, so here we are. Tell me a little bit about these gorgeous vines.
Yeah, Block 37S here, one of the most historic sections of vines at Riverbench. Originally planted as Cabernet Sauvignon, ungrafted in 1973. We switched the vineyard over to Chardonnay in 1988 to kind of keep up with that trend. And rather than rip out every single vine and lose all of that great history, we decided just to cut the tops off, plop on a little bit of Chardonnay, and meld those 2 vines.
What?
So yeah, it's got some great quality. We keep that nutrient uptake of the old rootstock, and it just pushes those Chardonnay vines right into production.
So it's kind of Frankenstein wine.
Exactly.
Well, I love Chardonnay, so do you have some for us to try?
We do. We've got a little Chardonnay for everybody.
Oh, perfect. Let's go give it a shot.
Let's do it.
All right. Give us the tour.
Yeah. So we've got 3 of our most popular wines in front of us. In your glass is far and away our best-selling wine. That's our One Palm Pinot Noir, named in honor of our one palm tree on the property. But just kind of that classic Santa Maria style of Pinot, a lot of big cherry fruit at the core. Generally one of our most fruit-forward Pinots, but it's gonna have a lot of great spice and a little bit of tobacco, barrel spice in there. For me, a little bit of black tea on the finish. All clone 667 of Pinot. So we keep all of our Pinots as single clonal bottlings to add a little bit of nuance and diversity to our Pinot Noir lineup, since we do kind of just work with that one red varietal. Yeah.
All right, and what would you pair this with, eating-wise?
Oh gosh, eating-wise, well, of course, the obvious answer here in Santa Maria would be tri-tip. We've got our classic style of Santa Maria barbecue here. So typically I don't always recommend Pinot Noir to pair with beef, but there's something magical that happens here in Santa Maria, and as I like to say, if it grows together, it goes together.
Love that.
Yeah. We also have a sparkling wine here that I've got in the glass. This is our Cork Jumper Cuvée. It's our little homage to the great wines of Champagne. It's going to be an even blend between Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier, which are your 3 main grapes they use over in Champagne, France. So we call our wines, sparkling wine from California.
Well, I can respect that.
We do make it in the same exact method as they do it in Champagne, the traditional method. So it's a double fermentation. The first fermentation makes wine, the second fermentation makes it sparkling. And what's neat about the traditional method of sparkling wine is that secondary fermentation happens in every single bottle. Wow. So this wine was made in this bottle, which is pretty cool. There's not a lot of wines that you can say that about.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. We're happy to have you.
It's life.
Look forward to seeing all of you up here at Riverbench sometime soon.
So Orcutt, this is incredible. The Pizzeria Bella Forno. I had the stone fruit pizza. Jeff, our illustrious cameraman, had the 3-beer naughty oak. Incredible. You got to check out this place, Orcutt. I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California. So we're at Kay's Country Kitchen. We're in Orcutt. I ordered the veggie omelet. Jeff got the Mediterranean scramble. I got fruit instead of hash browns. But just so I have something to look forward to, I've also got a short stack of pancakes. Great coffee. I'm an orange juice nut, so I love to check out the orange juice. Fresh orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice. One of my favorite things in the morning. Old Town Orcutt, you gotta check it out when you're here in the Santa Maria Valley.
Hi, this is Liza Pattison with the Best of California Award. I'm here at the Sanford Winery with Trey Fletcher. Trey, tell us where we are. It's just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you for saying so. Yeah, we're in the Santa Rita Hills in central coast of California, just 40 minutes north of Santa Barbara here at Sanford Winery at the La Rinconada Vineyard.
What is the best wine that comes out of here?
We're really known for our Pinot Noirs, but I think the sleeper is the Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay, all right. Can you describe it to us?
Yeah, so it's a cooler area. We're close to the ocean, and our Chardonnays are usually very elegant, very bright, very mineral, and they go down really beautifully.
Well, what's the best way to get around the winery?
Well, there's several ways, but the best way is the ATV.
Let's come check it out. How long does it take for grapes to reach maturity?
Yeah, they're kind of like people. They all take their time in different stages. A Pinot Noir is usually quicker, and Chardonnay is a little later. And so usually they'll ripen in September and October. That's the harvest season for us. So here we have some Chardonnay on our left, and you can see all the what someone would think of as weeds underneath, and that's because we don't spray any herbicide on the vines out here.
Those were the Chardonnay that you had mentioned that you like so much. Now, what would you pair that Chardonnay with, your Chardonnay?
Yeah, Chardonnay's great with almost anything. I love it with oysters. I love it with salad, or something as simple as a cheese course. It's really versatile, and like I said earlier, it tastes good just next to the pool.
Yes, you're making me feel like we're gonna go off to an oasis somewhere. This is just so gorgeous. Trey, thank you so much. This is so much fun.
You're gonna take us back to the hospitality room and we're gonna go taste some wine.
All right, let's check it out. Here we are in the tasting room. We're gonna come over here and meet with Neil. Our director, Brad. Tell us about what we're about to enjoy, Neil.
So I'm gonna pour you the 2017 La Rinconada Pinot Noir. What's special about this is that it's on this westerly bank here, and it gets battered by the wind every day. So the vines have to be hardier, the fruit has to be hardier, so the skins are thicker. We get this great extraction, which gives us earthiness and structure with this nice acidic finish. The other special thing about this wine is that it's 2017. It's drinking beautifully right now, super balanced. Compare with a chicken or grilled pork chop on top of some mashed potatoes with some goat cheese sauce. It would be delicious. And it's just, a special thing to have at the winery.
Beautiful. Well, Brad, what do you think?
Wow, that's good.
That's some good stuff. Well, thank you so much, Neil. And is this one your absolute favorite? I heard some talk about the Chardonnay as well.
My top 3 for sure, but the Chardonnays are special here as well.
Thank you so much, Neil. This really was special.
You bet. My pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Cheers.
Cheers.
So I'm so excited. We're here at the Naughty Oak Brewery in Orcutt, and I'm here with Corey, last name again?
Fowler.
Corey Fowler. And Corey, what is special about Naughty Oak?
I think it's special because it's family owned and we get regulars that come in all the time, and I think they're like a part of the family now. Like we see the same faces and everyone's just used to coming here, and we treat them as family, and you see new people and we get them to come back by just being friendly and just accepting them.
What's the family's name?
Family, Emily and Steve Kitts
Okay,
are the owners.
and a favorite of your, let me ask you this, what's the most popular? What gets ordered the most?
Probably the Able or the Uncle Red.
Okay.
The Cella is also a popular one.
Our cameraman our cameraman Jeff likes the what was it called? Uncle Red?
Uncle Red, yes.
Uncle Red. Steve's the owner, Jeff's the cameraman. So, what is your favorite?
My favorite would probably have to be Staycation, the Mango Blonde.
And Orcutt, tell me a little bit about Orcutt. Tell me
Orcutt.
what you like about Orcutt.
So I'm born and raised in Orcutt, so...
You are born and raised in
Yeah.
Orcutt,
Yeah.
wow.
This part of town is pretty small. This is called Old Orcutt, so... But it's great. I feel like a lot of the places are family owned, and it's just... everywhere you go, it's kind of, they're open and... Hometown, seriously.
Hometown. There we go.
Yeah.
We got to check out the Naughty Oak Brewery here in Orcutt. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
So when you're in Santa Maria Valley, you got to try Shaw's Steakhouse. Incredible tri-tip Santa Maria style barbecue. They raise it up and down over the oak fire. Shaw's Steakhouse. Check it out when you're in Santa Maria Valley. So John, I understand jelly beans, but you have a wine experience here at the factory.
Well, we do. We have first of all, we have our chocolate shop downstairs. We make these incredible different items of chocolate and fudge. So I have to give credit where credit is due. My wife came up with this back in 2012.
What's your wife's name?
My wife's name's Diane.
Thank you, Diane. What a great idea.
And she said, you should have a chocolate and wine experience at Jelly Belly. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea. So we ended up bringing in local Sassoon Valley wines. We mix them with our different chocolates. We have 6 wines, 6 chocolates, and a Jelly Belly wine glass to take home. And a non-alcoholic experience. You get 5 of the chocolates, the glass.
That's one I'm going to try.
And the sparkling cider. So we have the last one set up for you. This one that I'm drinking is a dark chocolate shot glass filled with a late port-like wine, red wine. So can we toast?
No. I'm having the Martinellis. Boom. Oh boy. I'm following his lead. Now we got to eat this thing.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
Oh my God, I got to eat the glass.
It's amazing.
It's like in Hollywood.
This is great.
And so who comes to enjoy this? I mean, who's the normal customer that come? Do they have to book in advance? How does this work?
We're open 11 to 4 here in the chocolate and wine experience. You don't have to book any reservations in advance unless you're a big group. We do get large groups of 30, 40, 50 people who are coming, so we need to be ready for that. But otherwise, people just walk in. We have novice folks who don't really know a lot about wine, and we have a lot of people coming from the Napa and Sonoma areas who are experts in wine. So there's something for everybody here, and it all pairs up really nicely with the chocolate. We hope that during the experience you can understand that if you pair the right wine and right chocolate with each other, it will enhance both of the experiences.
Is there a particular wine that Sassoon Valley is known for? What do they know? What are they known for?
It makes great big reds and Petit Syrah. It is the Petit Syrah capital of the world, our valley.
I had no idea I was coming to the Jelly Belly factory to discuss wine. This is so cool.
The chocolate.
Let's keep going. I'm so excited. We're in Santa Maria Valley wine country. We're at Rancho Sisquoc Winery. I'm with Rebecca Curtis. Rebecca, show us your winery.
Yeah, well, welcome.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun getting out here. How big is this winery?
So Rancho Sisquoc is 37,000 acres. We're a big ranch. We're one of the biggest ranches in Santa Barbara County. We're also a working cattle ranch.
Tell me a little bit about what you're known for.
Yeah, we're known for our reds. Our flagship wine is our Cabernet Sauvignon. We planted the cab in 1968.
Okay.
Another wine that we're very famous for is our Savonner. So Savonner is a white wine.
So what do you want to pour us?
Let's do the Savonner.
Okay, great.
So it's so unique.
Yeah, great. Okay, now we got Jeff, our cameraman here, because he's the designated drinker. I've got my water. Cheers, cheers. I have to ask you, Rebecca, did Sideways come here, the movie? Everybody knows the wine movie Sideways, Paul Giamatti. They go all through this area here in Central California. I love it. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite, I don't think I really have a favorite scene.
Okay.
I think what I really love about the movie is just like it's about our area and it's filmed and
so
I
you
like,
see all the local.
seeing the locals, exactly.
Yeah, well, I personally have a favorite scene, and it's Paul Giamatti. Is this the dump bucket?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
No.
That's my favorite scene. So I'm excited. I have Steve Smith here. Give me your title again, Steve.
Winemaker at Rancho Sisquoc.
Wow, winemaker. So we got the main guy. We got bees all around, this is such an amazing place. What are we standing in front of,
This
Steve?
is our Euro press. So
Okay.
it's a press. Pretty much it presses the grapes, presses the whites and the reds.
In terms of being a winemaker, what's the most important role you play? Just in terms of the quality of the grape, the fermentation, which part is kind of?
Yeah, I think it's mostly the picking decisions of looking at the grapes, seeing when the optimal time to pick is, and then kind of maintaining the fermentations throughout their ferment.
And one of the amazing things about Rancho Sisquoc is the size of the property, right? So
Yes.
you have many little microclimates to
Yeah, so we
deal
have,
with.
it's 36,000 acre ranch, about 300 acres of grapes. We grow tons of stuff. There's two different vineyards, the McMurray Vineyard and Flood Vineyard. We pick out of both of them, so we get to pick and choose what we want.
So Steve, what are you doing?
So Charlotte's doing a pump over on one of our Cabernet lots. So inside that tank there's...
I'm hearing a thump, thump, thump. What's going on?
That's a diaphragm pump, so it's an air pump. What it does is sucking the juice off the screen, internal screen there, and it's pumping through it. What you're hearing, there's just two diaphragms inside there, and they're shifting the wine back and forth.
So like we said, it's a little like a turkey basting.
Yeah.
And one of the things about the Best of California is that we love California-made products. I mean, this is literally coming out of California ground.
Yes.
And going through this process, and then people get to enjoy it, restaurant, home, wherever.
Yes, you can.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, thanks again, Steve. Thank you. So you gotta come visit the Sisquoc Winery out here in Santa Maria Valley. Love this place. So Emily makes the root beer, one of the owners, and being a non-drinker, I'm very appreciative. This is incredible. I mean, it's the best root beer I've ever had.
Saying a lot.
So good. Craft root beer. There you go. Thanks. Wasn't that an incredible adventure around the Golden State? Keep watching for more episodes of Pat Pattison's Best of California. We visit unique food hotspots, restaurants, and shopping places. I'll visit California's natural wonders, recommend spectacular camping, hiking, surfing, and kayaking spots, as well as local, state, and national parks. So join us on our next adventure of Pat Pattison's Best of California. Okay, you get to wear this. Great job. I love the wineries. I love the Central Coast. So, good job.
All right, well, I can't wait to do the rest of them. Liza Pattison's Best of California. Just you keep the cameras on me, all right, Jeff? Thanks, guys.
in our industry, you have to shoot B-roll. Here's some real B-roll.
So many.
B-roll.
A suitcase?
Yeah, I forgot my suitcase. I came up here to film a TV show. I forgot my suitcase. Okay, Naughty Oak, Orcutt.
Yes.
Naughty Oak Brewery, Orcutt.